Temperatures are soaring in North India. It's already 37-38 degrees and we're still sitting in April. It becomes really very difficult to take care of your plants in such a hot, dry weather. But what if we grew plants that actually thrived in this weather and added beauty to your gardens with their flowers, just making this heat so much more bearable? So today I'm going to talk about my favorite 5 flowering plants that are so very easy to grow that it will require absolutely no effort from your end. Number 1 on my list is Madhu Maldi, which is this gorgeous flowering vine native to India. It produces tons of flowers throughout the summer, and at any given point you'll be able to see 3 colors on this vine: white, pink and dark pink. So when a flower is just formed, it's white in color, and as it matures it moves to a shade of pink and then to a shade of dark pink. What is most interesting about this vine is as soon as evening sets in, it starts producing this beautiful intoxicating aroma that can be smelled up till 10 to 20 feet away. Because of its fragrance, it is also able to invite a lot of night pollinators. So I have a hawk moth that visits Madhu Maldi. Next on my list is Rajita. It is also called Clitoria or the blue pea vine. The most interesting fact about this vine is that you can make a blue colored herbal tea which is anti-inflammatory in nature and also has a lot of antioxidants. Now this is a very delicate vine with restrictive growth, so it is an ideal choice for small spaces. It loves sun and can tolerate heat of the summer that we suffer from. It loves well-drained soil, so you do not want the water to stagnate around its roots. It is also not a heavy feeder, so you just need to give it a regular dose of compost or vermicompost and it's good to go. It will remain dormant in winter but bear a lot of flowers throughout summer. In fact, there are 2 varieties. One is white in color and one is blue in color, and you can choose which color you want. Next on my list is sunflowers. Now sunflower is very well adapted to the semi-arid conditions of Delhi NCR. In fact, as soon as summer sets in, you will see a lot of wild sunflowers erupting all across roadsides in Gurgaon as well as Noida. So that itself is a testimony to the fact that these flowers will hold good throughout the summer period. Now I've grown both the varieties of sunflower at home. The Russian variety, which grows to about 12 feet, and the miniature variety. Now, depending on the space that you have, you can choose the Russian variety and you can grow it on ground as well as in a pot. Just bear in mind that after a few months, it will die off. Miniature variety, whereas, will require less space and will start flowering from April and will continue to do so till October. My suggestion would be to always start sunflowers from seed. It is extremely easy. You sow the seeds in February and you transplant the saplings in March, and somewhere in April and May the flowers will start to bloom. Sadabahar, Vinca or Periwinkle is next on my list. The Desi variety is extremely hardy. It can sit out in the sun all through May and June and continue to bloom with so many flowers. Usually the Desi variety has 2 colors, one is purple and the other is white. The hybrids are also available in the nurseries, and these are not as hardy, but you will have a lot of color options to choose from. Now if you're planting this on ground, then there is absolutely no need to take care of it. It will just continue growing and continue blooming. But if you're putting it in a pot, then you need to make sure that the soil is friable and the water does not stagnate. Now, best way to propagate Sadabahar is using cuttings, but wait until monsoons to do so. Number 5 on my list is Lagistromia, which is this beautiful flowering tree, also called jarul in Hindi. It can tolerate the scorching heat of summer months of the northern plains. In fact, it is native to the Indian subcontinent and is also grown in other Southeast Asian countries as well. Now, Lagistromia bears these beautiful purple colored flowers which come out in clusters, and they invite a lot of honeybees and carpenter bees as well. The, the texture of its petals is quite similar to the crepe fabric, the crepe silk fabric that you often see in saris, which has a bit of a ruffled surface, and which is why it is also called the crepe myrtle. I also learned that Jarul is the state flower of Maharashtra, and there is a village by the name of Jarul in the Aurangabad district. This tree also has a lot of medicinal properties, and in Philippines, people use the leaves to make herbal tea, which is helpful in treating diabetes as well. And this tea is called banaba tea. If you want to grow Lagistromia at home, you can buy a sapling or a plant directly from a nursery, but it can be expensive. So if you have a friend or a family member who has Lagistromia growing in their home, I would say it's wise to wait until monsoon so that you can take a cutting from the main plant and just grow one of your own. So I hope this discussion today was helpful, and you now have a list of flowering plants that you can grow in your garden and be summer ready for the scorching heat. I'll see you again soon. Bye.